not long gotten home and stuffed my face with donuts and cookies and sausages. Yummy. Today I have been over at the fitness rooms in Newcastle doing the Northeast Strongest Woman in the under 65 key category. I weighed in this morning at 62 key. Last week I was 58 key at my bikini competition, so I know most of this week, like the weight I put on this week has been food, which I now need to lose over the next 2 weeks for a photo shoot. So fun. Anyways, today was so much fun, oh my god. And I came third. I am the under 65 kilogram third strongest woman in the Northeast. Excited. I was really surprised at like how well I did today. I was not expecting to do well at all in the slightest. I had 3 or 4 hours sleep, and then I was in a car crash on the way over to the event. I'm debating ever getting in a car again. This is the second car crash I've had in 2 months, 3 months, something like that. My arm is starting to die. This camera feels heavy, even though it weighs nothing. So my first event was the log press. It was only a 30 key log press, and I did 13 reps. I had done 15, but 2 of my reps weren't allowed because I didn't lock my arms out properly. I think I was a little excited. So yeah, I got 13 reps on that one in 60 seconds. My next event was the 90 key deadlift. I did 11 reps of that. I've only trained deadlift twice, 3 times. Yeah. So I was quite pleased with that because I've literally only trained it in like the past 2 weeks. So yeah, I came first in the yoke, yay me. I was really excited about that, which was 100 kilogram, and I did the 30 meters in 21.5 seconds, so that was fun. And then the farmers, oh my god, it was literally 100th of a second in it. I came second by 100th of a second, but I'm really happy about that. So, big thanks to Terry Hollins for helping me with a few tips on how to improve my growth strength. I really appreciate it, thank you. So I did the 30 meters in 16.63 seconds, which is good. And I have Family Guy in the background. And my event after the farmers, it was just the stone over yoke after farmers, isn't it? Yeah. So stone over yoke, first time I have ever done that. It was 50 key, and I was really worried about doing stone over yoke because obviously I have breast implants, so I was worried about popping an implant or something, so I was really hesitant, but I only got a couple of reps less than the other girls. So I was actually really pleased with that. My first 3 lifts were questionable. I managed them, but like I struggled so bad. My technique was awful. But then once I got the hang of it, I got a little bit more confident and I got quite a few reps in, so I was really happy with that. So I came third, and here's my tiny trophy for my tiny muscles. Let me get it. See if I can get that. Yeah. Anyways, so that was my tiny trophy, and I got an awesome t-shirt and a keister, and they were doing a lot of the equipment for the event, which is cool. It was a t-shirt, but I ripped the sleeves off it before my first event so that they didn't get in the way. I think a lot of the girls did that, so I'm not the only one. But yeah, I'm gonna go now because I'm obviously knackered with having no sleep, the whole car crash, and I got serious DOMs tomorrow. I can feel my back twinging a little bit already. So yeah. I saw fake tan like everywhere. It shows it really badly on the screen actually. That's like barely noticeable in the mirror. And I feel like dirty. I got so covered in like shit off lifting the stone because I used a little bit of tacky on my hands, and of course the stone was covered in tacky from everyone, so it was filthy. Absolutely covered. But yeah. So now I'm gonna get undressed. I'm gonna have my cup of coffee with my sugar-free skinny syrup. Not that sugar-free skinny syrup is gonna do anything with what I just devoured. But yeah. So I'm now gonna put all the lifts and everything like that, all the video footage from today on after this. So stay tuned to see me make some growly faces and noises. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye! Hey guys, so I apologize for how crazy and icky I totally looked there. My makeup was all over the place. I literally like sweated most of it off, so I looked a grotesque mess. Anyways, this is me doing the 30 key log press. I think it was like the first and third rep that were disallowed because I didn't lock out for long enough, because you have to lock out and then wait for them to give you the signal to lower it back down. I'm not used to kind of locking it out and holding it for a few seconds, so my bad. But, I was quite happy at how many reps I got with it. I wasn't expecting to do brilliant, but I think it was my most confident event because it's the only one I've been able to kind of train. So, you know, I did end up coming third in that, unfortunately, but I was still quite happy. So, yeah. He's struggling. Yeah, time. And here we have my 90 key deadlift. Before anybody starts about my form, yes, I know my form is absolutely terrible in my deadlift, but I have a problem with my spine, and that is the most comfortable way for me to lift it. I've only done deadlifts the past like 2 weeks. I've only tried it 3 times, so it's not gonna be great, you know. I've had a funny about the straps for a bit, and I was a bit kind of like, you know, so I wasn't really thinking too much about how I was getting it off the deck, just the fact that I was actually managing to lift it. So I think I managed 12 reps, 12 reps, something like that of this. And previously I'd only managed about 5, but that was a couple of days after my bikini competition, so I was at my weakest. And all the lifts that I'm doing like today is, you know, is not what you train when you're doing bikini, when you're leaning down and stuff like that. I mean, it was a week after my competition where I was at my weakest, so I had a week to build myself back up kind of as much as I could. So there's not much muscle that you can actually kind of build and whatnot in a week, especially when you have to not lift for kind of 48 hours beforehand so that you can actually repair and recover. So I'm really happy with how I actually did on the day.
Go on, Cookie.
So this is the 100 kilogram yoke. Training for this, I was literally piggybacking my husband around, so I was quite confident about this one. When I first go to lift it up though, it slips off the back of my shoulders. I'm not used to having something so like padded and chunky on my neck, so as soon as I went to pick it up, it just slid off the back. I was like, oh shit. So I managed to correct it, and I actually got the fastest time in the yoke, which I'm really pleased about. That is Speedy Gonzalez. And here is the farmer's walk. I had previously been really worried about this because my grip strength is terrible, but Terry Holland's gave me a few tips on how to improve it, so I tried to get a little bit of training in with that before I actually came around to the event, but I was second by like a tenth of a second. I was so good at it. If I'd just been a little bit faster off the mark or a little bit quicker with my turn, then, you know, but I was really happy with that. Yeah, that was 35 key in each hand for the farmer's walk. Oh god, now I have the stone over yoke, which was a 50 key stone. I have never ever lifted a stone before today. I had no idea how I was supposed to grab it or how I was supposed to get it over the bar. I mean, obviously I've watched strongmen train with it, but I've never actually been able to train with it myself. So this was new. My first like 3 reps or whatever were really awful. It was because of like just working out how the hell to get it like up the bar, up and over the bar. But once I kind of got the technique down, because the guys were helping me, like, you know, keep your arms straight and like rolled up and then like rest it and all that kind of thing. They were trying to like help me through it. So once I kind of got the hang of it, I actually managed to get quite a few reps in quite quickly. So maybe if I'd have gotten the technique down a little bit earlier, I might have done a bit better. But again, I'm really happy. I didn't expect to be able to get a 50 key stone off the floor, never mind actually throwing it over a yoke 9 times. So I'm happy. But anyways guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye.